How's it going, Nvidiation? And got me here to bring you another Marvel video. And I'm gonna be talking about something a little bit controversial sometimes. Okay, well, not really, but some people would get all offended if he made fun of the Marvels for some reason. Trying to hide behind a shield ain't gonna work this time. Anyways, some bad news for the Marvels recently. They have had their pre-sales go up, but in actuality, it is down. What do I mean by that? So, the Marvel's ticket sales is already less than a third of Guardians of the Galaxy's Volume 3's. And, whatchamacallit? And, yeah, which would be less than that. Yeah, so they're tracking it at less than the previous one. So Captain Marvel opened to a whopping 153.4 million back in 2019. So the sequel would be a decrease of nearly 75%. Damn. So then, yeah, it's saying that the Marvel is gonna potentially only open up at 39 million. That's pretty bad. Holy shit. And just for context, the recent flops of the DC universe, The Flash, Blue Beetle, yeah, they've had drop-offs that low and opening weekends that were only in the like 30s, 30,000, 30 million, stuff like that. But for Marvel to hit that low, it's almost unheard of right now. What else is the other thing that's affecting it? Yeah. So they are currently 69% behind the pace of Guardians Volume 3, 72% behind the pace of Quantumania. And we're not even going to mention the Eternals because, yikes. And the other thing too, this film isn't sandwiched between the two Avengers films. And unfortunate for the staff and the production company and everybody that had to get involved in this, because I feel bad for the ones that had to create it knowing it would be shit. I feel bad for the ones that are just trying to do their own thing, right? They want to film, they want to write, but then you get put into a position where you're just making garbage because it's all formulaic at this point. And so what is the Marvel's gonna really turn out to be? It's not going to be top tier fucking quality content, I can tell you that much. And you saw the decrease after Doctor Strange Mom. And then Thor Love and Thunder burned quite a bit of people. You had a few more kind of come back for that little reprise in Guardians 3. But then you fucked it right back up with Quantumania. And then not to mention all the shit that has gone on in the actual Disney Plus shows that convolute and dilute everything else, turning it into intersectional feminism, right? You've gotten rid of all the masculine characters. I understand some of them had to step away, like Iron Man and Cap, right? Their stories ended. You didn't have to go about it the way you did. Now let's be honest. It would have been much better if Bucky had taken up the mantle of Captain America. You've already seen him have the fucking shield before imagery in the previous films. He's the closest one to fucking Steve Rogers, and he's sidelined. Instead, we're gonna give it to Sam Wilson, who all it's gonna take is one good gut punch and that dude's dead. I mean, look what happened to Lamar, or whatever that dude's name was from the Falcon Winter Soldier series, right? He got punched, he was wearing even a bulletproof vest and all the other shit, and still his done. That's it. That's gonna be Cap. The new Captain America, right? It's like, that's fucking stupid. I get you wanna adapt, but you only want to adapt recent stuff. You don't want to honor all the people that actually wrote good comic books from back in the day, because then that's a little too much money for you guys. That's why all the shit that we've been getting lately has been such garbage, because they're using some of that source material but not enough to where they're jangling keys in front of you, and it gets all the plebs to be like, "Oh my god, they're honoring it." No, they're not. Okay, when they change it as fucking strongly as they do, they're not honoring it. Take One Piece live action and then compare it to the manga. Yeah, there's a little bit more detail in the manga, but they're honoring it. They're actually going through the scenes and they're going through the arcs the way that it would have. Wow. And then people, highest fucking viewed show on Netflix, breaking all the records from Stranger Things and Wednesday, right? But Disney Marvel, they know better than us, don't they? They know what the people want. That's why you got people here. Let's fucking show this. That's why you got Grace Randolph says the pre-sales are so low the MCU are panicking. And that's Grace Randolph. Here's the other thing that I wanted to point out, because shit's hitting the fan like this thing points out. Fantastic Four remains a question mark. Blade getting yet another page 1 rewrite. Kang Dynasty has no writer. Secret Wars has no director. Nobody knows about Shang-Chi 2. The Marvels isn't doing so hot in pre-sales. And finally, like I went over before, now Daredevil's development. They're having to go over and be rebooted completely. What a lovely sight to see. Guess what? Taylor Swift is blowing them out the water. The Swifties have come out in full force, guys. And then the other thing that makes this laughable is all the people that are saying, we're not letting the first Marvel film directed by a black woman flop. It's just so identity politics, huh? The only reason you want this to fail is because they had to slap a fucking diversity hire on the front and be like, hey, you can't criticize us. Look, we're diverse, right? We got people here. It's like, that's not how the fuck it works, dude. Just because you have a minority, which technically, as it goes on, it's not becoming a minority. Yeah, so there's that. And it's tracking low. Then you got, by the way, if you want the Marvels to flop, I'm just gonna assume you hate women and you wish, and you hate women and wish you the worst in life. My god, that was fucking hard to read. I'm like 7 Marvel projects behind, but I will be seeing my girls in the Marvels. I can't let them flop. It's gonna flop. It's gonna flop. The Marvel's gonna flop. Yep. And then these people. So we're probably not getting. So we are probably not getting the Marvels promo tour after all, and the movie is gonna flop. Oh, Marvel will pay. I don't see why. Man, some of the people that are upset. Oof, look at that. It says it nearly sold out. It doesn't really look like it's sold out. But, you know, sure. And again, yeah, opening day, there's always gonna be the most that it's ever gonna be. Oh boy. So that's the Marvels. And the other disasters in the pipeline that they're not acknowledging. What's gonna happen? I think they're only gonna make, because again, if y'all didn't know this, their actual budget is sitting somewhere pretty along 900 some mil, maybe 800 mil, around that range. When you think about how long it took to actually develop the film, when only in 2 months of time they spent $130 million on the film, yeah, you can surmise they spent a pretty penny. After 3 years in production, all the reshoots, the fact that it got pushed back 4 or 5 times, yeah, good luck, Marvel. You're gonna need it, because even though there's a dry spell in movies when this one gets released, it's gonna be kind of hard seeing who gets motivated to want to watch this, huh? Oh well. Hey, Shinigami signing out. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye-bye.